Alright guys, we're going to do the demo for week 8. So just to explain what we're doing, we are moving on now to the next project. Hopefully you guys were able to kind of catch up on some things during last week when we had that makeup week. Ideally you want to be all caught up and have everything turned in at this point. If you are behind, you're going to have to put some extra time in to get caught up because I am moving on to the next project. Now this project, will take a while if you do it properly. So plan on at least 2 weeks, maybe a little bit longer on this project. I'll go in and set the due date in a little bit once I get more of a grip on how long I want to do on this project. But this takes a while because it should be done on large paper. So what we have is we have what is called a grid drawing project. And so what I have here is you are watching the intro video now, but I did record a grid drawing demo video of me going through this with my in-person class. I do have some written instructions here to look at, and then there's going to be a piece to email me a picture if you want me to print, otherwise you can print your own. And then this first grid drawing demo video here, it's going to go over how to like grid and use the grid, but if you're still confused on that, I have 2 additional videos here that kind of they're like short little videos that just go over just the gridding part of it, whereas this first video kind of goes over the whole project. So I don't have to go too much in detail because I think if you watch the grid drawing demo video, I'm going to explain it all fairly well. But essentially what you're doing for this is you are going to use your large 16 by 20 paper. So if you got a kit from me, there should be one really big piece of paper in there. Now there were a couple of kits that I think I forgot to give you that. So if you are at the high school, just come and see me and get that large paper. If you are an online student but you're in the Brainerd district, you can email me and I will put it for you in the main office to get if you don't have one. Otherwise, I will accept different size paper as long as you do the process, right? So ideally what I would like you guys to do is you would have a small 8 by 10 piece of paper that would be like a printout. And what you would want to do is you're going to make a 1-inch grid on that, and that's going to get covered in the video on how to do it. Then on your drawing paper, you would have that big 16 by 20. You would do a 2-inch grid on that. And so essentially what's going to happen is your big paper is going to have 8 squares by 10 squares. Your little paper is going to have 8 squares by 10 squares. And you're essentially going to use that as a map to help draw your image out. Now, when you're choosing the image to draw for this project, you need to choose something that is a little bit above your skill level. So something that seems a little bit difficult for you to draw, because the idea is the grid is going to help you break it down into small chunks and to draw it more accurately. Then for the project, for it to be finished, after you draw it, you do need to erase the grid out. And then I don't want just an outline pencil drawing. You do need to finish it. So you can choose to either do a pencil shaded drawing, could be charcoal shaded, or you could do coloring if you want to color it. But I need it to look like a finished artwork. So don't think that you just draw it out and you're going to turn in the outline and it's done. You still need to now turn it into a finished artwork. And because of how large it is and the size and how long it should take, this is going to be a longer project. Now, if you are someone that is at home only, and you are out of the district and maybe you didn't get a kit or you don't for whatever reason have that, you at bare minimum are going to need at least some type of white paper. But what you could do at home is I suppose you could grid a printout and you could just grid out another white piece of paper that's just normal size. So what it is they could both be the same size and you do a 1-inch grid on both of them. So you're still doing the same process, you're just drawing it on a smaller scale. But I would prefer, if you can get a 16 by 20 inch piece of paper for your final drawing. So that's pretty much all I'm going to say right now. Like I said, a lot of it's going to be in these videos. So make sure you watch these videos. And then if you have any questions, please let me know. But the big thing is that you do have to have a reference picture printed out, right? So if you have a printer at home, just print it out like on a full 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and then you're going to trim it down to 8 by 10 before you grid it. I talk about that in the video. But if you want me to print one for you, I can do that at school here. Just email me your picture at my email address, which is posted there. Okay? So make sure you guys let me know if you have questions. Make sure to get started on this right away. Don't forget that when we do turn it in at the end, there will be an artist reflection at the end as well. But it's very important that you are communicating with me if you are ever not sure what to do on an assignment, or if you are confused in any way. So hopefully it goes well for you, and we'll see you all in the next video.